Ladies and gentlemen, as we gather here today, let's take a moment to reflect on a fundamental truth that shapes our lives in profound ways: the significance of the people around us. It's often said that we are the sum of our experiences, but equally, we are the sum of the people we encounter. Our friends, family, colleagues, even brief acquaintances play a pivotal role in sculpting our character, our beliefs, and our outlook on life. Every person we meet has the potential to leave an indelible mark on our personal and professional journey. Some inspire you as to reach new heights, challenge us to step out of our comfort zones, and encourage us to face our fears with courage. These individuals are the catalyst for our growth, the cheerleaders in our moments of triumph, and the comforting voices during times of doubt. They enrich our lives not just with their words, but through the example they set, the values they uphold, and the vision they share for a better world. However, not every encounter is beneficial to our growth. Just as the right company can elevate us, the wrong associations can lead us astray, dampen our spirits, and derail our path to success. It's a reality we must face. Not everyone we meet will have a positive impact on our lives. Some may instill doubt where there should be confidence, spread negativity where there should be hope, and foster complacency where there should be ambition. As we embark on this journey of self-discovery and growth, it is crucial to recognize the power of influence those around us wield. The ability to discern which relationships to nurture and which to distance ourselves from is not just a skill, but a necessity for anyone aspiring to live a life of fulfillment and achievement. In the words to follow, we will explore the types of people we might be better off keeping a distance from and understand why. In our quest to build a life of meaning and success, the company we keep is not just a part of our story. It is the bedrock upon which our destinies are built. In this chapter of our discourse, we turn our attention to a particularly challenging group of individuals we encounter in our lives: the naysayers. These are people who, often clouded by their cynicism and skepticism, find it difficult to see the light of possibility in the ideas and ambitions of others. Their influence, if unchecked, can be a significant barrier to our personal and professional growth. Naysayers often come cloaked in the guise of realism, but their realism is a thinly veiled pessimism. They are quick to point out why a plan won't work, why an idea is impractical, or why a dream is too far-fetched. Their words can plant seeds of doubt in even the most fertile soil of optimism. Let's consider a hypothetical scenario. Imagine a young entrepreneur brimming with ideas and enthusiasm who shares her vision of starting a business that not only profits but also contributes positively to the community. She encounters a naysayer, perhaps a close friend or a family member, who immediately bombards her with all the reasons her venture will fail. It's too risky, they say. You don't have the experience. The market is too saturated. Slowly, the entrepreneur's flame of enthusiasm starts to dim under the barrage of negativity. This is the insidious effect naysayers can have on ambition and innovation. The danger lies not only in their words, but in how those words start to resonate with our inner doubts and fears. It's a subtle shift from "I what if I succeed" to "W if I fail." This shift in mindset can be the difference between taking a leap of faith towards our dreams or retreating into the safety of inaction. Recognizing the influence of naysayers is the first step in distancing ourselves from their negative impact. It's important to differentiate between constructive criticism, which is rooted in a genuine desire to help, and pessimistic discouragement. The key is to listen not just to what is being said, but also to understand the intention behind the words. Are they offering a different perspective to consider, or are they merely projecting their fears and limitations onto you? Once we identify the naysayers in our circle, the next step is to consciously limit their influence on our mindset and decisions. This doesn't necessarily mean cutting them out of our lives entirely. Instead, it's about setting boundaries on how much we allow their opinions to affect our choices. We can listen, acknowledge their viewpoint, and then choose to either take what's useful from their advice or politely disregard it if it doesn't serve our purpose. Additionally, it's beneficial to actively seek out and spend more time with people who do believe in your potential, who encourage your ideas, and who inspire you to pursue your ambitions. Surround yourself with mentors, peers, and friends who challenge you positively and support your journey towards your goals. In distancing ourselves from naysayers, we must also cultivate our internal resilience and self-belief. This involves constantly reminding ourselves of our strengths, our past successes, and our potential. It's about building an inner fortress of positivity that can withstand the storms of doubt and pessimism. To conclude, while naysayers might be a common encounter on our journey, their presence does not have to dictate the course of our lives. By recognizing their influence, setting boundaries, and reinforcing our self-belief, we can ensure that our path is one driven by optimism, ambition, and a steadfast commitment to our goals. In the realm of personal and professional development, growth and change are not just concepts, but the very essence of progress and achievement. To grow is to embrace the future. To change is to build the foundation of success upon the lessons of the past. Yet, in this journey, we often encounter individuals who resist growth, who are content with the status quo, and who, knowingly or unknowingly, can impede our own path to self-improvement and success. Growth is the process of reaching beyond ourselves, of expanding our capabilities and our understanding of the world. It's in the challenge of the new, in the learning from the unfamiliar, that we find the seeds of progress. In the words of a renowned thinker, don't join an easy crowd. You won't grow. Go where the expectations and the demands to perform are high. This wisdom underscores the importance of surrounding ourselves with an environment that challenges us, that pushes us to excel. But what happens when we find ourselves amongst those who resist this growth? Consider being in a group where everyone is comfortable with how things are, where the drive to improve, to innovate, to learn is absent. In such surroundings, our natural human tendency to seek comfort can override our ambition. The danger lies not in the immediate comfort, but in the long-term stagnation that this comfort breeds. Being around people who are content with mediocrity can subtly influence us to lower our standards, to accept less than what we are capable of achieving. The risk is in becoming complacent, in losing sight of our potential, and in letting our dreams fade into the background of an unchallenged existence. So how do we navigate this? How do we ensure that our environment is one that fosters growth, not complacency? Firstly, it's crucial to recognize the signs of a growth-resistant environment. Are the conversations you're having revolving around new ideas, or are they reiterations of the same old patterns? Do your peers challenge you to be better, or do they endorse a comfort zone that limits your potential? Once identified, the next step is to actively seek out and nurture relationships with individuals who are growth-minded. Look for people who are curious, who are learners, who see failure not as a setback, but as a stepping stone to success. These are the individuals who will challenge your ideas, offer new perspectives, and inspire you to reach for greater heights. Building these relationships often involves stepping out of your comfort zone. It might mean joining new groups, attending workshops, or engaging in communities where the drive to grow is a shared value. It involves being open to feedback, willing to adapt, and eager to embrace new challenges. Furthermore, it's about creating a personal culture of growth within ourselves. This means setting higher standards for our personal and professional lives, continually seeking knowledge, and being open to change. It's about being the growth-minded individual in your circle, inspiring others with your drive for improvement. GPT. Drawing inspiration from the style often attributed to motivational speaking, let's explore the impact of dishonesty and untrustworthiness. In this essential part of our discussion, we turn our focus to a foundational element in the building of both personal and professional relationships, the principles of integrity and trust. The quality of our lives, much like the strength of a building, depends greatly on the integrity of its foundation. In the context of relationships, integrity and trust are those bedrock principles. Without them, the structure of our interpersonal connections is perilously weak. Let's consider for a moment the fabric of trust. It is woven slowly, thread by thread, through acts of honesty, reliability, and ethical behavior. Yet it takes only a single act of dishonesty to tear it apart. Surrounding ourselves with individuals who lack integrity is akin to building our house on a fragile foundation. The risks are manifold. Diminished self-respect, broken relationships, missed opportunities, and a tarnished reputation. The consequences of associating with dishonest people extend beyond the immediate emotional toll. It shapes the way we view the world, often tinting our perspective with cynicism and suspicion. It can lead us down paths that are misaligned with our values and goals. A dishonest environment breeds a culture of deceit, where cutting corners becomes the norm and ethical lines are blurred. But how do we navigate this treacherous terrain? How do we ensure that our circle is one of trust and integrity? The first step lies in awareness and vigilance. Be observant of the behaviors and patterns of those around you. Dishonesty often leaves clues. Inconsistencies in words and actions, reluctance to provide straight answers, a history of broken promises, and a disregard for the consequences of their actions on others. Once we identify these traits, it's crucial to distance ourselves from such influences. This doesn't mean we become judgmental or unkind. It means making conscious decisions about who we allow into our inner circle and who we choose to trust with our dreams, our secrets, and our vulnerabilities. But distancing is only one side of the coin. The other equally important aspect is to build and nurture a circle of trust. Seek out individuals whose actions reflect their words, who honor commitments, and whose principles align with your own. These are the relationships worth investing in, the ones that not only endure, but also enrich our lives. Moreover, maintaining personal integrity is key. It's about being the person others can trust. This means being honest in our dealings, consistent in our actions, and transparent in our intentions. When we embody the values we seek in others, we naturally attract like-minded individuals. It's also beneficial to create and uphold standards of integrity within our circles. This can be through explicit conversations about values, expectations, and the importance of honesty in your relationships. Setting such standards not only strengthens the bonds, but also creates an environment where trust can thrive. As we continue our exploration of the types of people who might impede our journey towards personal growth and fulfillment, we arrive at a crucial aspect of human interaction, the dynamics of reciprocity in relationships. In the dance of human relationships, reciprocity is the rhythm that keeps the music flowing, the give and take that maintains balance and harmony. Yet in our interactions, we often come across individuals who are self-absorbed, those for whom relationships are a one-way street leading only to their own benefit. The essence of a healthy relationship, be it personal or professional, lies in the balance of giving and receiving. It's a dynamic exchange where support, ideas, and kindness flow freely in both directions. However, when this balance is disrupted by self-absorption, the relationship becomes lopsided, akin to a boat trying to sail with one oar. The result is often a draining and unfulfilling experience. Self-absorbed individuals tend to focus primarily on their needs, their problems, their achievements. In their presence, conversations are one-sided, often revolving around them, with little interest shown in the thoughts, feelings, or well-being of others. In such interactions, one can feel more like an audience than a participant, more a tool for their ego than a valued companion. The draining effect of one-sided relationships is not to be underestimated. It can leave us feeling undervalued, unseen, and unheard. It can sap our energy, diminish our self-worth, and distract us from our own goals and needs. Over time, this imbalance takes a toll, not just emotionally, but also on our ability to pursue our own aspirations with the vigor and enthusiasm they deserve. So how do we address this imbalance? How do we cultivate relationships that are nurturing, balanced, and mutually supportive? First and foremost, it is important to recognize the signs of a self-absorbed relationship. Is there an equitable exchange of ideas, emotions, and support? Or does the relationship feel predominantly one-sided? Awareness is the first step towards change. Once we identify such relationships, the next step is to consider how to address this imbalance. This might involve open and honest communication about your feelings and needs. It's about setting boundaries and expressing what you are willing to accept and what you are not. However, it's not just about addressing the imbalance in existing relationships. It's also about proactively seeking and nurturing balanced, reciprocal relationships. Look for individuals who show genuine interest in your life, your thoughts, and your well. Cultivate connections with those who are willing to share, not just their successes, but also their vulnerabilities, and who are receptive to doing the same with you. In building these reciprocal relationships, it's also important to reflect on our behavior. Are we giving as much as we are taking? Are we listening as much as we are speaking? True reciprocity begins with ourselves. Being the kind of person who values balance in relationships, who understands the beauty of mutual support and respect. As we bring our discourse to a close, let us take a moment to reflect on the journey we have traversed together. We have explored the profound impact that the people in our lives have on our journey towards growth, success, and fulfillment. It's a journey marked by the company we keep and the choices we make about who we let into our inner circle. We discussed the naysayers, those who cast doubt and pessimism, and learned the importance of distinguishing their noise from our inner voice of ambition and optimism. We recognize that our growth is often stifled by those who resist change, understanding that progress requires us to surround ourselves with those who embrace and encourage growth and learning. The significance of integrity and trust in our relationships was made clear as we delved into the consequences of surrounding ourselves with dishonest individuals. We affirmed that trust is the cornerstone of all meaningful relationships and must be both given and expected in return. And we addressed the challenge of one-sided relationships with the self-absorbed, emphasizing the need for reciprocity, for a balance of give and take in our interactions. Now, as we stand at the crossroads of reflection and action, I urge you to look closely at your social circle. Are these the individuals who will help you climb the ladder of success, who will be the wind beneath your wings as you soar towards your dreams? Remember, the power to shape your destiny lies not just in your actions, but also in the choice of your companions. Let this be a moment of introspection, a time to reassess and realign. Be selective in your associations, for they are the architects of your character and the molders of your future. Seek out those who inspire, who challenge, who uplift, and who reciprocate. In closing, I leave you with this thought. In the journey of life, let your path be illuminated by the light of positive influences. Let your steps be guided by the compass of integrity, and let your progress be fueled by the energy of reciprocal and nurturing relationships. The company you keep is not just part of your journey. It is integral to the destination you reach. Choose wisely, act boldly, and watch as the tapestry of your life unfolds in vibrant and extraordinary colors.